Hi there, welcome to Math 025 Online. I'm your instructor, Ms. Wood. So in this video, I'd just like to go over a brief introduction of the course and go through some things here in Canvas as well as in Pearson MyLab Math so that you can be familiar with how you're going to be graded this semester and the expectations for submitting your assignments and so forth in this class. So with that said, after you've logged into your portal, then you've landed here on the home page of your Canvas course for Math 025. At the top, it's telling you about the enrollment verification, which is giving you its due date, and then I also offer extra credit to do it before that due date. So be sure you take advantage of that. If you have already done the enrollment verification, great. If you haven't, then I encourage you that first thing to do after watching this video is to complete that enrollment verification, because in large part, many of the pieces of the course are not open until you complete the enrollment verification. Also here on the front page, I talked to you about some pieces about MyLab Math that I'll talk further about in the video here. All right, so be sure you do that enrollment verification. I'm going to come down here and click on instructor information and welcome. The biggest thing that I want to draw your attention to here are my student hours. So I have in-person student hours as well as a virtual student hours. Since you are an online class, each week I'll be sending out an announcement, and in that announcement I will be detailing what's due that particular week and what you should be working on, as well as providing you with a link to the virtual Teams meeting. And so essentially that is a virtual drop-in tutoring session. But I'm making it available to all of my online classes. So, just so you know, it will not be specifically geared towards your class. It is a drop-in, ask questions, and then you can head out. And it's obviously optional, okay? But you have that time frame of when it's being offered. I'll let you read the rest of that at your leisure. I'll go back to our home page, and underneath that instructor contact information are some course links. So the student support and help, I'll let you click on that at your leisure as well, but that's going to provide you with the resources that are available for Canvas as well as Canvas-wide. I'll click on the middle button here, which is syllabus. If you ever, you can also access the syllabus by clicking over here on the left-hand side in Canvas. So the top document is your course information, essentially the syllabus itself. I always find that clicking on the arrow is a little quicker, but you can also click on the document itself. But like I said, I find on clicking on the arrow and having it downloaded directly to your computer is great. Anyway, after you've done that, be sure that you read through that syllabus so that you are aware of the requirements for the course, how you're going to be graded, the grading scale, and all of those components. And you can reach out to me if you have any questions in regards to the syllabus. And I encourage you, if you need to, print it off. I'm going to come down here though, and I'm going to click on your schedule, and so I will print that one. I will pull that one up. I would recommend that you print that off for yourself. And so as it's pulling up, it's going to, you can see here that I tried to highlight our items for us. So I highlighted in this turquoise color here all of the items that you're doing in Canvas. So the first one will be an icebreaker assignment, and the yellow items are your MyLab Math homework that you will do in Pearson MyLab Math, and the green highlighted areas are your testing windows, and you'll be taking your test in MyLab Math. So for each testing window, I give you 4 days to take the test. You get one attempt. The tests are timed. I'll talk more about those tests as we get closer to our first test, but just so you know, you will have 4 tests in this class. And like I said, you get a 4-day testing window. You need to choose one of those days during that testing window to take your test in Pearson MyLab Math. And again, you only get one attempt, and they are timed. So again, all of the yellow and green highlighted pieces you are completing in MyLab Math, so that'll be your homework and your test. The quizzes that are highlighted here in this turquoise color are going to be completed in Canvas, and so I'll address those as well. You have 4 quizzes for this semester. All right, so I'm going to close that out and come back to, and also you would have noticed on that schedule there, it was telling you to work on the notes. So I will bring that to your attention here in just a second, because As you go down here on the course page, bottom of that course home page, the other button over here is course modules. You can access course modules by clicking on this button from the home page, or over here on the left-hand side in your Canvas course, you can also click on modules. So either way is a way to access your course modules. I will I will go back to Pearson course materials in just a few minutes. I want to talk about what's here and available to you in Canvas. So at the top, Math 025 has its own formula sheet. So I recommend that you click on this document, print it off so that you have it available to you throughout the entire course. Down below that, you have test 1. So this is all of the pieces that you will be tested on for test 1, and so there are 3 items there, and so you've got fractions, rounding, and conversions. And then down at the bottom you have your graded assignments. So the first piece there is underneath that graded assignments is the video on how to submit assignments in Canvas. So if you've never done that before, I highly recommend that you click on that video and watch it. So I talk you through all of the steps to do that. Your first assignment is going to be your icebreaker assignment. You can see its due date. I'm going to click on it because this assignment is designed to get you ready for whenever you have to start submitting your quizzes here in Canvas. Now, like I said, whenever I looked at your schedule a minute ago, you only have 4 quizzes, so you won't be doing this very often, but nevertheless, it does pop up. So there are essentially, 4 units, 4 quizzes, okay? So there are 2 components to the icebreaker. One is to set up your Pearson MyLab Math account, and the other is to fill out and submit your student information sheet. You're in a math class, and trying to type out math is time consuming and really not worth it, okay? I would much rather see you, if you have the ability, to print off, if you have a printer, print off the quizzes that I have here in Canvas for you, and write your solutions, and then you'll take pictures and you'll submit them in Canvas. If you don't have access to a printer, that's okay. Just take out a sheet of notebook paper and write out your responses. So what I would like for you to do, while this first assignment here is an icebreaker assignment, and while it is not, there's no math involved with it, I would like for you to take the time in this particular assignment to do one of those 2 things. Either print this little sheet off here, it's a really short sheet, or just take out a sheet of notebook paper and write your responses and practice submitting here in Canvas so that you are aware of how to submit in Canvas. Because you will, while you only have 4 quizzes to submit here in Canvas, you will have to submit your work for your test in Canvas. So it's going to be important that you know how to take pictures of your work or use a scanner to scan your work and be able to submit it here in Canvas. You also, I'll draw your attention to the fact that there is an app for Canvas that you can download, the Student Canvas app, and it allows you to take pictures and submit directly within the app. And I've heard many students say that that is a very useful tool for them. So I encourage you to take advantage of that tool. All right, so my point in saying all of that is that practice here with this first assignment. While I know that you could easily pull it up and type into it, take the time to either print it off or pull out a sheet of notebook paper and practice those steps of taking the pictures and submitting in Canvas so that you're not doing it for the first time in a graded situation. All right, so I'm going to go back to our modules. And so every assignment will be structured for your quizzes that you'll be submitting in Canvas will be structured that way. I will click on this first one just so you can get a feel for it. So here's the quiz. I'm going to click on the arrow to make it a little quicker for us. Click on the quiz itself. You can see that it's a Word document. Your quizzes are not timed, so but I will be looking for you to show your work on this quiz, and so you can see the type of material. It'll follow right along with the notes that are available for these quizzes, for this information. And then whenever you're done with it, like I said, you'll either take pictures of it with your phone, use the Canvas app, download a free scanner app to your phone, or maybe you have a printer that has a scanner, maybe you have a scanner. Do whatever works for you. I talked to you a little bit more about that also in the syllabus. But feel free to reach out if you need some assistance with that. But then when you're ready to submit, it will look a little bit different for you, but you'll have a way to submit. When I created I'll go back to modules. When I created this video here on how to submit assignments, it walks you through that entire process, and you'll be able to see exactly what you would see on your end. And then there will be another piece added down here at the bottom once we get closer to our first test that will be telling you to submit your work for this assignment. It'll be important that the work that you show is reflective of the steps that are shown in the videos here in this course. So I'm going to come back up here, and for each particular section, you will have notes. You'll have a homework here that's available in homework practice that is available here in Canvas, and the answer key to that. These are just these items here, the homework practice and the solutions. Those are just designed to give you extra practice, but these are not to turn in. The homeworks that you're going to be turning in will be up here in that Pearson MyLab Math that we'll go over in just a few minutes. I'm going to click here on the fractions, video, notes, and solution key. So when you're here, for every single section that you're covering in this course, you will have a blank set of notes, a worked out solution key to that set of notes, and a video of me teaching that set of notes. So I'm going to pull up the notes and the solution key and pull that up so you can see it. It would be my recommendation that, again, if you have access to a printer, to the first thing that I would do is that I would pull up that set of notes, print it off, and then come back to your Canvas class and watch the video. Close that one. Hit play here on the video. You'll notice in the video that I don't do every single problem, but generally I'll do like one or two, and I'll say you try the next one on your own, and then that's where the solution key comes into play. So you're sitting here, you're working. You've got your set of notes, hard copy to work out on. You're playing the video. Pause it whenever it tells you to try the next one on your own, and then that's where when you try that next one on your own, that's where the solution key comes into play. Come here to the solution key, and you can see my work shown for answer keys for these work shown. When available there, because some things I recognize. Like for example here, you just like in example 12, you just multiply straight across. There's not really much work to show, so I recognize that when work needs to be shown, it should be shown. All right. So with that said, like I said, you're using the solution keys to check yourself for any problems that the video tells you to do on your own, that you've paused the video for, and then you go back and resume the video. I will go back to our modules. It is like that for every single section. So here's for rounding, and there's also one for conversion. So that's those are the three components for test 1, and then these are the grade assignments for test 1. Like I said, you'll see an extra piece added down here at the bottom once your course opens up that will also be for submitting your test work. All right, so now let's talk about the Pearson course materials. So by registering for this class, you have what's referred to as inclusive access. So you have already paid for Pearson MyLab Math by registering for the class. So you should not have to pay for this, and you should also not be asked for a code. So if you are being asked to pay and or being asked for a code, then you're accessing Pearson through the wrong avenue. So I tell you back on that home page, be sure that you're accessing Pearson through your Canvas course, and so that's this link right here that I have, and then also be sure that you are using Google Chrome as your web browser. Pearson does not communicate well with Safari, so you want to be sure that you have Google Chrome and that you pull up Canvas through Google Chrome and then access your course, and then you're going to click here on Pearson course materials. The very first time that you set up your course, it's going to ask you to set up your account. I don't have the directions at the moment in the class. By the time the course opens up for you, there will be a step-by-step directions there. I feel like Pearson does a really good job of talking you through, helping you navigate through setting up your account. But if you want step-by-step instructions, those will be available to you. I will have that posted here in your course. All right, but after you do that first account setup, then each additional time that you log into Pearson MyLab Math, this is what yours is going to look like. You're going to click on the blue Continue in a new window. Then a yellow button is going to come up to say Open MyLab and Mastering. And then you're going to land here in your course. You'll be able to click over here on homework over here on the left-hand side. But I'm just going to click down here for now on assignments. And you'll see everything is opened up on the first day of the course except your test, okay? So here's the homework for fractions and rounding. There's the homework for conversions. you can see that these dates correspond to the dates that were listed there on your course schedule. Um, I'll click on an assignment. Let's go here to preview. Um, you can see that I know this looks like a lot here, but you'll see that they run very quickly, especially like with rounding. Um, and here, reducing a fraction, these problems will run very quickly, and you have extended amount of time. It's not like they're due in one day or anything like that. I think you've got over a week to do these, so you have plenty of time. Um, so my point in bringing up the assignment though is that to draw your attention down here at the bottom, you have some aids to help you. You have a Help Me Solve This button. You have a View an Example. You can also have to get more help, where you can consult the textbook or also ask my instructor. And then lastly, if you ever, with the homework, I give you unlimited attempts. And so if you ever so you'll notice as you move through the homework set, you'll get, whenever you get it right, you get a check mark. When you get it wrong, there'll be an X. You can always go back to any problems where you have an X associated with it. And once you've exhausted, I think it gives you like a couple of attempts, I think maybe 2 or 3 attempts. And then it says, okay, well, you got to try this one again. There will be a button of, I can't remember if it's up here at the top or down here at the bottom. It'll say similar exercise. And you can click that button for similar exercise. And as long as you get that similar exercise correct, then it'll turn that X into a check mark. I say that because there really should not be any reason why you shouldn't get all 100s on the homework pieces that are here in Pearson MyLab Math. So all of your homeworks, again, you have unlimited attempts, so you should be able to get all 100s on those. Always ask for a similar exercise if you get it wrong. All right, available here also in Pearson MyLab Math will be reviews for your test, and then the test itself. Again, the test will only be available during their 4-day testing window. You'll be given one attempt, and they will be timed. But your homework, they're not timed, and you have as many attempts as you like, okay? So I think that covers what we need to talk about here in Pearson MyLab Math. So I'll go back to your Pearson course and see if there's anything else I need to speak about. Each unit will be set up exactly how I showed you for that for test 1. So each one will be set up like that. And I think that's all I can think of at the moment. So one last, I do remember this. I'm going to set up a discussion board for you, so you'll be able to click here on discussions. And in that discussion board, I will have it so that if you have any questions, content-related questions in regards to the class, you can post them there. And so there will be a discussion board set here, so that, like I said, you will be able to post any questions that you have in regards to the class content-wise. So if you have any questions about the notes, the videos, any of the practice homework, any of your homework in MyLab Math, I would ask that you kindly post that here, and I'm going to make it so that you can post anonymously, so you don't have to have, no one has to know that you were the one that asked that question. But most likely, if you have that question, then other folks in the class also have that same question. So again, if you will, please try to do that. Even if they're, startup questions here at the beginning, most likely if you have that question, a lot of other folks also have that question. So if you will, post those here in the discussion board. And again, I'll make a formal prompt here for you to do that. Of course, if you have any grade-related questions, then you should email those to me, because we wouldn't want that to be there. All right. Well, I look forward to working with you all this semester. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye.